up by 5. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. From undrafted to $50 million man, Tyler Johnson talked about what it felt like when he finally hit it big.
I think when I finally heard that number, when they put the offer sheet on there and said $50 million, I mean, that's well documented that, I kind of got sick. I just know the journey that it took me to get here. It was a little bit overwhelming. So I threw up.
And credit Johnson's work ethic, Greg, putting himself in position to earn that big payday.
Great to see an underdog make it, and that's the kind of contract that truly changes your life forever.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, that's a quick way to build the lead. But, Greg, can they sustain this kind of effort all night long? We'll see.
On the floor for Miami, you've got Jusuf Nurkic. Adebayo is out there with Winslow. Then it's Johnson, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Bagley, the pass to Hield. Kicks to Bagley. Kings moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock.
Johnson's a very good defender if he uses that kind of speed, so he stayed right with his man.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. They trail by 7. Pass to Winslow. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. He gets it in there. That's 7 points for Nurkic.
And Nurkic testing his luck from the mid-range.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Johnson against Hield. Outside Tatum. Bagley with a wide open look. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bagley's got 7 points in the game.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Dinwiddie kicks to Johnson. And there's the pass to Winslow. Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Tatum. Launches a 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Sacramento leading by 8. Down low, Bonga. Here's Bagley. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Hield against Johnson. This is it to Nurkic. Winslow kicks to Nurkic. Johnson, that's for 2. Doesn't go that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. To the inside. Here's Hield. Here's Bagley. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It goes on Justice Winslow. There's so many great point guards in the league right now, Brent. Which of them do you think does the best job of running the pick and roll?
I think Chris Paul still heads up the top of my list for pick and roll operators. He's so devastating and has been for his entire career. In the mid-range, just settling in at the free throw line and popping shots that seem effortless, and he's able to knock it down. Steph Curry is still at the point guard position, does so many unique things, Kevin, playing without the basketball and setting screens away from the ball to open up teammates, which eventually gives him opportunities to shoot threes. So divergently different, those two, but 2 of my favorites to watch.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks. Now here's Johnson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Denver Nuggets.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Here's Hield. 6 points for him. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. There's Winslow. Again, the miss by the Heat. Kings leading now by 10. Here's Bull. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. Certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. In fourth, the Heat.
They have been aggressive underneath. I mean, they're playing with a physicality that you don't often see, and it's led to a lot of second chance points.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. The Heat trail by 12. Johnson finds Winslow. Pass to Dinwiddie. Here's Adebayo. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up a dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
So it's Sacramento following the score by Miami. 6 to shoot. Hield against Johnson. Sacramento again missing. He'd have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. There's the dish to Dinwiddie. Here's Adebayo. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. From deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Boston. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Heat, they're in third place.
And, you know, for the Heat, a lot to live up to this season. And really, they have come through. It can be hard on a team when the expectations are that high, trust me. But it has not bothered them one bit.
As high as those expectations were, they've only gotten higher as the season has gone along. They look poised to make a serious run at the trophy come playoff time.
The Heat making a switch here. Drummond's checked in for Adebayo. Paul George comes in for Winslow. Richardson, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Oladipo in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Young passes to Hield. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Drummond mixes defensive smarts with elite physical tools, and that's what makes him a solid defender. He's going to get his hands on a few shots each and every game.
And Oladipo kicks to Drummond. Good ball movement here by the Heat. From deep, George, good on the three-point shot. George has got 8.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Hield the pass to Begley. Now Cousins. Hield outside. Again, Hield missing.
You just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't figure out what's wrong, but he keeps trying to push through.
Richardson finds George. A 3. Offensive rebound Heat. That one doesn't drop. Kings leading now by 7. Cousins dishes to Hield. Young outside to end the drought, and it's laid up and in by Thompson. He has 7.
Well, you want to push Clay into those areas, and it's a little bit deflating when he starts to make perimeter jump shots more towards the inside.
Now, here's Nurkic. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Portland.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Nurkic.
And this is part of the reason they're down. The free throw line has not been kind to them this quarter.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. They just can't buy a bucket right now.
And Drummond throws it down.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Hield kicks to Bagley. Back to Hield. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hield's got 8 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Oladipo against Young. And here's George. Last time out, he had 13 points. Oladipo for 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Young, here we go. Here's Bagley. The kick out to Young. Cousins against Drummond. Second shot opportunity. No good from Cousins.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Young against Oladipo. And another basket for Miami.
Well, Oladipo showing you just a bit of everything tonight, aggressive in his attack.
Hield the pass to Bagley. He kicks it to Cousins. Pass to Hield. Shoots. That shot off. Well, he'd go the other way with it.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Richardson with it. Outguarded by Hield. George against Cousins. Now, here's Nurkic. Defense right on him. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Timeout.
12 points for him.
Well, the play from Nurkic was as good as they come. Terrific job getting deep inside there and nailing the shot.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
He's checked in for Sacramento. Jason Tatum comes in for Buddy Hield. And Miami also making a switch. Winslow's checked in. And so Young will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And Thompson kicks to Young. Back to Thompson. Over Richardson. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Well, the defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
Klay Thompson came into this NBA with a well-earned reputation as a shooter, Brent, but did you ever think he'd become such a potent defender?
I think it's something that he's worked very hard on, and his ability to cross-match. In the early part of his career, Klay Thompson had to take the better scoring of the guards on those nights. It's shifted back, and Klay Thompson is a more well-rounded understanding not only of what he can do defensively, but more of what the opponents that he faces on a nightly basis are trying to do against him.
Here's George. Sacramento making their last shot. Over to the wing. Drummond with it. He's picked up by Cousins, and it's Drummond missing.
I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Thompson with the bucket.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around it.
Here's Oladipo after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Young against Oladipo. Inside. There's Winslow. It's deflected. 1:41 left in the first half of basketball. And it's sent back by Drummond. And he recovers it. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Sacramento with the ball. Here's Thompson, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Shooting just one. That free throw good from Thompson.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And stolen by Cousins. On the wing, Thompson. Richardson covering. Thompson finds Young. Now here's Cousins. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Yeah, there aren't many times that I see DeMarcus Cousins shading away from contact. In fact, just the opposite. He enjoys it.
The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He misses the free throw.
And what we know about Cousins is he's a competitor, and I think he just relishes the opportunity every night to get out there and show what he's capable of doing. And I think a lot of people have been rooting for him more so in the past couple years than when he first came into the league.
No good on the second free throw. The Heat trail by 9. Richardson the pass to Oladipo. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. There's the pass to Bull. And he gets it to go. Bull's got 10 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Richardson kicks to Oladipo. Back to Richardson. There's the lob to Oladipo. 4 on the shot clock. To end the run. And Ball pulls it down.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
Oladipo against Young. Oladipo right side. Nice D from Cousins.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, DeMarcus. A very good first half for the team. Tell us about how discipline has helped focus the way you guys play.
We've actually been practicing what we're preaching now, so it's carrying over into the game. I mean, we've been doing that so far, and we've been pretty good so far.
Yeah, thanks for your time, DeMarcus. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Shaq, how did you think the Kings were playing?
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the boards, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys been battling, putting everything they have to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
Kenny, what'd you think about Miami?
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
My brother.
A nighttime glimpse of the Tower Bridge, one of the landmarks here in Sacramento. Welcome back, everyone, to the capital of California. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Klay Thompson is out there with Young. Then it's Tatum. Then there's B. And it's Cousins in its center. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at the Lakers. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Sacramento Kings. And they're down 4 spots from them.
And checking out Sacramento, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they hoped they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
Now, here's Thompson. After the miss from Andre Drummond. And stolen by Drummond. George looking around. Passes it to Richardson. Bobbed up there for Drummond. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Bol. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 4 assists now tonight.
Such a field shot there, the floater.
Outside, George. Young against Oladipo. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for George.
Well, you have to give him credit because he's done everything he can to help contribute, but it doesn't appear to be in the cards for him tonight. A lot of strange releases, and he just isn't the same efficient scorer that we're used to seeing.
First one falls for him. Oladipo hits them both. Here's Young. 5 points in the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Right there, you see it. Young's ability to operate out of that pick and roll, very advanced for a player of his age.
George finds Drummond, and that one drops. Drummond's got 6.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Young passes to Bull. Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. Young against Oladipo. Here's Bull. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Miami. 11-point game. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home. A nice shot by George.
Now, Paul George ready to shoot as soon as he caught it. Quick release there.
Young passes to Bull. Kicks it to Cousins. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Tatum. Over Oladipo. That one wide left. The Heat trail by 9. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Just 5 on the clock. It's deflected. George against Tatum. Thompson in the corner. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
And Bam Adebayo, the 14th overall pick in 2017 out of Kentucky.
Yeah, his name seems to be pretty fitting, right? Like setting screens. Bam. Getting a dunk. Bam. Tremendous athlete, and he can throw it down with some of the best power forwards in the game.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a 3-point play. For Sacramento, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. Shooting Johnson.
One shot.
And it's about the versatility that Tatum offers, particularly offensively. He can guard and play multiple positions on the floor.
Timeout called the Heat. We hear a lot about small market teams being anxious about retaining their own star players. Is that overblown, or do you think there is reason for concern in their part?
Do we think that players are not going to get recognized if they play in a small market by the national media, if they're one of the best players?
Well, look at Oklahoma City, look at Milwaukee with Antetokounmpo. I mean, they're all getting recognized.
Yeah, I think these ideas have gone by the wayside for a lot of players, and they want the best opportunity for their playing and their best opportunity to shine, no matter where that is. So it's a bit of an archaic argument, in my opinion, Kevin, the way it is that we see guys nowadays, and take the small market thing out about it. There's one market, it's called the NBA.
Here's Cole. Offline with his three. The Heat trail by 10. Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Here's Bol. He's got 12. And Young kicks to Cousins. Shot clock at 5. Tatum passes to Thompson. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Heat have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. It's Oladipo on the wing, defended by Young. Oladipo against Young. The Heat need to get a shot off. Richardson for 3, and again Miami with the triple.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Right, big scoring run, fueled by great game planning and really some great shot making.
Now here's Cousins. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Tatum kicks to Thompson. Uncovered, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
Pass to Oladipo over Young. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Victor Oladipo.
How about this run there in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
The aggressiveness has picked up on both sides of the floor. And I'm not sure what took them so long to muster that, but here we are.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And they let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
Some changes for Sacramento. Bagley comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Buddy Hield in for Jason Tatum. Then for the Heat, Nurkic checked in for Drummond. Justice Winslow comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Josh Richardson. Now here's Hield. He's got 8. Over George. Sacramento again missing. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Thompson right side, trying to get something going. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
George passes to Dinwiddie. The kick out to Oladipo. Over Hield. Another shot. He blocks it again, making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
Bol, that's good.
All keyed right there from the lead pass, right on the money.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Heat. Trailing here by 8. George finds Winslow. There's the 3. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Winslow. 15 points for Paul George.
Like how Paul George right now is reading the defense like a Sunday paper, has a good feel as to when to fire from distance.
Back to Young. In transition, here comes Miami. Winslow's running. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Hield against Oladipo. Hield attacking. Thompson outside. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat trail by 5. And a deep three from George. And it's George again missing.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the team.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Well, Nurkic has a big showing, great energy there, collecting the rebound and scoring.
And Young kicks to Bagley. Thompson surveying the floor. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
Dinwiddie passes to Oladipo. Now George. 15 points in the game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Nurkic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Trae Young.
You have to be careful when Nurkic attempts those kinds of shots. He's very skilled at drawing contact.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Tyler Johnson comes in for Victor Oladipo. And both free throws good for Nurkic.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Now the pass to Bagley. To the paint. Bonga. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there. And the defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness. And then they changed the shot's direction.
And it's Bagley in the corner. High post Cousins. Kings moving the ball around. Hield attacking. And it's good. 2 points. And it's a 9-point Sacramento lead.
Good job in the mid-range. Buddy Hield getting squared up and scores.
Dinwiddie dishes to Nurkic. And Cousins comes over to help. And stolen by Cousins. For the finish. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Dinwiddie kicks to Winslow. Passes it to Johnson. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. Nurkic can't hit. Sacramento leading by 11. Bonga. Again, Sacramento.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Dinwiddie passes to Winslow. Here's Adebayo. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. He dishes it to Nurkic, and Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. .51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Johnson kicks to Dinwiddie. To halt the run, and that one good. Dinwiddie's got his first basket of the night. 41 seconds left here in the third quarter. On the wing, Hield. Pass to Cousins. Back to Hield. Nurkic with the double team. The pass to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Winslow. Tatum's shot is off. The Heat trail by 11. Winslow with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Johnson, the pass to Dinwiddie. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Sacramento Kings holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Miami, Adebayo is out there with Winslow. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Johnson, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. And it's blocked. That's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. On defense, Sacramento. 5 on the clock. Johnson finds Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
Wow, Nurkic has been a primary offensive option throughout this game with the way he's scoring from the field.
Passes it to Bagley. Dishes it to Hield. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
The first free throw is good.
And Hield is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line, as consistent as he is there.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Dinwiddie kicks to Johnson. Now, here's Nurkic. Defense right on him. Johnson surveying the floor to the inside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that matchup with the Magic, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Down low, Bunga, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Heat trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nurkic, the pass to Adebayo. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
To the paint. Here's Bol. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Bol's got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. Johnson outside. He kicks it to Nurkic. Back to Johnson. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Here's Dinwiddie. From outside, off the mark.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Pass to Hield. And here's Bagley. Now here's Tatum. Pass to Bagley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
He's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul him.
Two shots. Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And really the potential Bagley has is so exciting. Just an absolute menace on both ends. And you can tell he wants to be great.
Here's Dinwiddie. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
And the free throw, no good. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. The Heat trail by 13. The pass to Adebayo. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Passes to Nurkic. To the middle. Johnson's shot is off.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but man, that's an easy shot.
A nice shot by Tatum.
And I love how strong Tatum is finishing through the contact there. He's shown a real toughness in terms of when he gets in attack mode.
Now here's Johnson. Kicks to Nurkic. 5 to shoot. Plays it up and banks it in. Nurkic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Here's Bol. Nurkic with the block.
Is this basketball or volleyball? Nurkic with the spike.
Here's Dinwiddie. There's Winslow. Buries it down low.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
Shoots from 12. Hield can't hit. The Heat trail by 11. Ring shot on the way. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Bol can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And here is Johnson. Inside. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Johnson. 24 points for Nurkic.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now Bagley. Tatum on the wing. Bagley kicks to Hield. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. The Heat trail by 11. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Yeah, Tyler Johnson doing a great job of keeping his focus on the finish. A good job of doing that through contact.
A different look for Miami. Drummond's checked in for Nurkic. Paul George comes in for Winslow. And it's Richardson in for Dinwiddie.
Problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now, here is Young.
And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
His rebound total now in the double digits. Been an animal all night long.
Count that one, and the Sacramento lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Paul George.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
Here's Bol. Back to Hield and stolen by Drummond. Richardson against Young in the corner. George with it. Offensive rebound. Adebayo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the deep.
First one falls for Oladipo. He's checked in for the Heat. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Sacramento leading by 4. Pass to Cousins. The pass to Bol. And it's sent back by Drummond. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Oladipo outside. With the teardrop, that will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Well, you see the excellent skill set, and this is when you want to make an impact.
I feel like there's an uptick in the intensity as well. 4th quarter, and it's closing time.
Now, here's Cousins. Right wing. Passes it to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Unloads. Off the left rim and out. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. To the inside. Here's Drummond. And the rejection by Cousins.
I like it. Cousins making impact on the defensive end. Nice to have a rim presence and blocks that shot away.
Shot's good from Young.
defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Feeds to Oladipo and finished off by Oladipo.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
And not many players at that position, as explosive as he is in a close game, just rose up to the challenge.
And it's the Kings with the ball. Following the score by Miami. Young's shot is off. Healed against Richardson. And George with the stuff.
A good chance to see Paul George hurts that time.
For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. And Young kicks to Cousins. Young taking his time here. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Miami. It's a one-point game. And there's the feed to Oladipo. And Young, here we go. Pass to Bull. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the bench.
Sacramento making some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Tatum in for Young. And Miami with a change here, too. Winslow's checked in for Adebayo.
One shot, gentlemen.
The Heat trail by 4. Richardson dishes to Drummond. And George kicks to Oladipo. The three. Rebound by the Kings. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's up a 3. Bull can't hit. Miami's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. It's deflected. Thompson with it. Pass to Bull. Now here's Bagley. Outside Tatum. Sinks the triple. And the Kings lead by 7.
And Tatum's become a reliable outside shooter and has a good-looking stroke from deep.
Now here's Oladipo. He's covered closely.
All the officials are all over that one.
And he makes the first. Young's checked in for Sacramento. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Oladipo hits them both.
A good guy to have on the free throw line when the score is close, and he takes care of business as usual.
Young passes to Bagley. He kicks to Tatum. To the middle. Here's Young. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Oladipo against Young. The pass to Drummond. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Great game for him, double-double now. 10 points and 16 rebounds. Oladipo against Young. Kicks to Tatum. Cousins finds Young. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's George. Oh.
Go ahead and lead him, Paul George. Stepping up, a huge shot at this moment in the game.
Jordan.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Bounce pass, Young. Here's Cousins. And that one hits back iron. Miami trail. Passes to Oladipo. To tie it up. And there's the nice layup by Drummond. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And not afraid to say it. If Drummond isn't the best rebounder in the NBA, he's got to be in the top 3. That goes for both ends of the floor. Just no way to hold him in check on the board.
Now here's Cousins. Bagley. And hit time. Also a missed shot. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They trail by 2. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jusuf Nurkic.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good position. And boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, while Fred Hoiberg was talking to his team during the timeout, he told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
All right, thank you, David. Now, here's Oladipo. After the miss from Trae Young.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And just easy to see why people are so high on Bagley. His ability to deliver there in the clutch is impressive.
Now a timeout called by Miami. The score knotted at 102. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. It's Oladipo on the wing, defended by Young. Oladipo outside. 6 to shoot. It's in!
Yeah, Victor Oladipo does not mind having the ball in that kind of situation. Outstanding at finding ways to score in the clutch.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 2. 6 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bagley. Misses the 3. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Victor, what does tonight's performance say about the confidence of this team?
Just look pretty good. We played great together. You know, we play well together as a team. So when we do that, it's easier for us to beat teams.
Victor Wondermatha, thank you, my man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you later.